Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Turfway Park Racing and Gaming for Day 2 of live horse racing here from Turfway Park in Florence, Kentucky. We appreciate you coming on out here for the live races after that 33-month wait. We really appreciate you coming back and showing your love for Turfway. So we do have 8 live races on the card. The Tapeta, of course, listed as fast. Again, the track edition fast. Race 1 of 8 here for Day 2 of the holiday meeting. And race number 1, a maiden filly mare 75 claimer to race a mile. The track edition, of course, is fast. And the opener, number 2, Kincaid, is out. Race 1, scratch the 2. And they are racing. Lot of roses with an alert beginning. Nell Cock also forwardly placed. And from between horses, Bird Hunter is part of the pace. And there's Carolyn Wilson's Tilda up to the outside. These 4 leads a charge right across the course on the run the first turn. Swigert is down on the inside, racing in 5th, shaded by Oh Behave, who settles along 6th in mid-flight, about 5.5 off the pace. Then a couple lengths further back as they work around the opening turn to Stupendous. Then down on the inside, it's Morning Angel, about a dozen lengths off the lead, deep on the course's start class. And at the back of the pack, 11th and trailing is Summer Autumn Rose. Up the backside they wheel. The quarter kind of quick. Wow, 23-1. So the pace is on up the backside, just outside a half mile to go. And up top, it is Nell Cock who shows the way. Nell Cock's lead is just about a half a length. That's Stupendous. Pressures up to the outside. Tilda now moves into 3rd. Meanwhile, Swigert is locked and loaded. Nowhere to go to the inside from 4th. Also sequestered is Morning Angel as well. Half mile up on the board in 47. And 2. Nell Cock and Stupendous, they are stride for stride. Now Swigert is loose up to the outside, gaining ground. Here comes Morning Angel, finally found his way through the pack, her way. Now to the top of the home stretch, 3/16 to go. And they're 3 across the course, way out wide. Here comes Morning Angel, just outside this 8th pole now. Morning Angel shows the way from between horses. Stupendous, Nell Cock is still fighting on. In the gray, Lot of Roses is lifting off down the center of the course. It's Morning Angel trying to put away Nell Cock, whose game as they come late on the scene. Lot of Roses. Morning Angel wins. Morning Angel breaks the main 3 parts of the length. Tight foot over 2nd. Lot of Roses are Nell Cock. Then another pitcher for 4th between Bird Hunter and Stupendous. Running time 1:39.2. Now up in the winner's circle, here's Tiana Ruth with number 5, Morning Angel. She's a 3-year-old dark bear brown daughter by laying fear out of the successful Appeal mare named Appealing Apple. Winner's owned by the Thirsty Acres Racing LLC, trained by Tiana Richardville and Joseph Ramos, the winning jockey. Number 5, Morning Angel, makes the 7th lifetime start, the lucky one, as she breaks main here at start number 7, covers the mile from off the pace in 1:39.5 seconds. Prices up for the opener, Morning Angel. She returns $14.54 to win, $4.80 in the middle, $3.46 to show. Exacta 5 and 3, that was worth $63.34 for a $2 investment. With that dead heat for a place, there would be multiple exactas, so exacta will also pay on a 5 and 6. That came back $28.46. Trifecta 5, 3, 6 for 50 cents, $79.51. The 50-cent trifecta of 5, 6, 3, 53.02. Dime Super 5, 3, 6, 7, $61.37. The Dime Superfecta 5637. Well, that was worth $41.85. Race 2, a conditional claimer for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 lifetime. The claiming price $7,500. The distance 6.5 furlongs. Julio Felix picks up number 2, Cry Macho. Waive the apprenticeship allowance. Makes weight 118. Scratch numbers 5, 8, 9, and the 10. It's the first time going. And they are racing. Horrible beginning for a late one. Quick start for a thing who barrels on out off the inside. Prince Act, the Indiana bred, flashing speed. Rookwood trying to catch a hole there as well. And deep on the course, there's the favorite. Red Mule up close early. Up the backside they go. Keen on You away in the 5th position. Hard held to the inside. Cry Macho running off. Nowhere to go, though. Covered up to the extreme outside by World of Fools. And still 2 back to slow starting. A late one is last. He's closing in early, though, past the half-mile pole where they're chasing Prince Act and Manny Escovel up top. Headstrong still. Cry Macho Camacho racing to the inside of Rookwood now, who just came out of that hole, looping up. There goes Red Mule to the outside of Thing. Red Mule and Thing, they're moving together as they race around the turn with 5/16 to go. And up top, Prince Act is paving the path, still shows the way a length. Up to the outside, class dropping. Red Mule moves a closer second. Thing right there in the thick of things, too. A late one's on the move as they reach the top of the home stretch. It's still Prince Act is the one to catch with a final Florence furlong to go. From the middle, here comes Thing to the extreme outside. Red Mule, the favorite, has a lot of work to do with a 16th to go. Prince Act is still there. Thing laying on Red Mule. They're coming after the pace setter Prince Act, who's still there. Red Mule lunging. I think Prince Act may have held. It was a tight photo, though. Prince Act, the pace setter, to the inside. Red Mule lunging right on the square to the outside. Those two noses up and down in 1:17.3. In the winner's circle, number 1, Prince Act. The Indiana bred goes gate to wire here. Prince Act, a 4-year-old big gelded son by Prince Grand out of the gray beard mare named Keeneland Act. The winner's owned by Larry Whitaker, trained by Kim Hammond and Manny Esquivel with that 12 Crash and Ride. Prince Act picks up the 3rd lifetime victory bred in the Hoosier State by Larry and Shirley Whitaker. Manny Esquivel up top, $13.80, 546 and 376. Again, $13.86 for the Win Mutual. The Dime Super is $63.11. The winning exacta was 1 and 11. $2 exacta, $38.98. 50-cent try, $62.08. The Daily Double, 5 and 1. That was a healthy $118.30. The highest Daily Double payout of the meeting. Up next, race number 3. Race 3, it starts at 20-cent single six. 20-cent single six jackpot. Small carryover, $1,147. 20-cent base bet, jackpot style wager. Starts here in race 3 on the final 6 on the card. Post time for the 3rd in 22 minutes. A reminder, number 3 on a spree is out. And they are racing. PH Factor had an alert beginning. Tis Our Turn is prompting the pace as well as Super Catch races to the inside. Red Skies at Night from the high draw came away racing in 4th, now advances a position as set along in the 5th position is Tokyo Bay. Then a link for the back, Vittori Ken mid-flight, shaded by Lucky in Kentucky, still 2 to the 2 back markers, English Challenge. And at the back of the pack as they turn up the backside, it is Lucky in Kentucky now. So up the backside they go. They start to really spread out behind a quarter, 23.24 seconds. Tis Our Turn comes on through to open up on PH Factor. They're going pretty quick with 4.5 furlongs to go, and they've opened up about 4, maybe even 5 lengths on JW Ruckus and Red Skies at Night. Super Catch is next. Vittori Ken is being asked to quicken, and up the inside comes English Challenge as they enter the turn. Then a link for the back to Tokyo Bay, and at the back of the pack with about 20 lengths to make up is Lucky in Kentucky. 5/16 to go, and Tis Our Turn, threatening to blow it wide open, has opened up 3 lengths on PH Factor just outside the quarter-mile grounds. Racing up into 3rd, now here comes Vittori Ken, and sliding underneath is English Challenge to the top of the home stretch, and Tis Our Turn is the one to run down. Tis Our Turn off the front, opening up by 4 with a furlong to go. Up the inside, up into 2nd, here comes English Challenge down the center, Vittori Ken, 1/16 left. Tis Our Turn is breezing fire, and English Challenge is flying up the fence to win it. English Challenge in a rail skimming ride, I think got up right on the square. It will take a photo. Tis Our Turn was there. Then it was Vittori Ken and Tokyo Bay from the backfield in 1:37.41 seconds. Into the winner's circle, horse for the course, number 6, English Challenge, a 12-1 upset winner. English Challenge, 6-year-old chestnut gelded son by English Channel. Out of the Awesome Again mare named Bahia Beach. Winner's owned by Christina Estevenko and Margot Scott. Winning trainer Richie Estevenko and Joe Ramos with that rail skimming ride. English Challenge, now a 6-time winner in all, picks up the 3rd victory from 12 starts here at Turfway. It was home a winner up the fence, 137.41 seconds. And the 3rd race, opening leg up, the single 6 official kicks off with a 12-1 winner. English Challenge, $27.24 for the Win Mutual, $10.56 in the middle, and $5.58 for the show money. Pick 3, $392.49. Dime Super, $201.20. The Exacta, $156.58. 50-cent try, $237.26. How about the double, 1 and 6, $316.14. Race number 4 is up next. Race 4, scratch the 1 fantail. Field of 9 left to go. 6 furlongs. Starts another rolling double. Another rolling pick 3. Post time. Race 4, 21 minutes. They are racing. Windward Flow broke in a tangle, but it was a fast start for Stormy Wager. Also quick into stride is Mimajune. So Mimajune clears off just about a length to Stormy Wager from second. Weekend Fun away into third position. Right to her outside is Bourbon with Ginger, who is fourth, and about 5 off the pace. Up the inside comes Almadrina. Still 4 or 5 back to Easy on My Eyes. Lucky Lackeys is next. Then a link in the Red Soaks Windward Flow if that awkward start is up a placing. And at the back of the pack on the turn back is Southern Sky. They work around the turn, and up on the board the quarter goes 21 and 4. And Mimajune, the class dropper, shows the way. Pressure up to the outside from Stormy Wager. Committed to go 3 deep is Bourbon with Ginger. Almadrina saving every yard to the top of the home stretch. And Mimajune will whip him in. Mimajune off the turn in front by a length and a half. Now up into second. Here comes Bourbon with Ginger up the fence. Almadrina late on the scene down the stand side. Here comes Lucky Laddie's 1/16 left. And up top, here comes Lucky Lackeys at a big number. Lucky Lackeys, Windward Flow coming at you. These two to the wire in a photo finish. Lucky Lackeys was probably about 9-2. Then Windward Flow at 4-1. Those two in a photo. Then it was Easy on My Eyes and a host of others in 110 and 4. But Lucky Lackeys for Catalano and Landeros up in the final stages. Into the winner's circle. Here's one for the Catman. Number 3, Lucky Lackey. She's a 5-year-old bay mare by Looking at Lucky of the Royal Academy mare named Miss Matsu. The winner's owned by Gary Drake's New Phoenix Stable. Wayne Catalano, the winning trainer, and Chris Landeros, the winning jockey. Lucky Lackeys picks up her 3rd lifetime victory. It's her first start ever here at Turfway, an impressive win, her 2nd in her life over the synthetic, and she covered these 6 furlongs up to the final strides, 110.9 and 6 seconds. She was bred in the Empire State by Massey Stable, LLC. The winner, Lucky Lackeys, $11.62, $5.86, and $4.34. Pick 3, better than $328. The Dime Super, $141.47. The Exacta was $83.04. 50-cent try, $143.98. The double, another big one, $275.90. Up next, race number 5. We're halfway through the card, so that means we'll start another pick 4. The 50-cent late pick 4 starts here in race number 5. Couple of changes. Scratch number 7, Girls House. Also, scratch number 9, Such Sounds. 10 left to go. Made special way for the Phillies Mares to start the pick 4 in 23 minutes. Good luck. And they are racing to an even beginning. From the high draw, Clarific flashing speed, also home of the great Rum Swizzle, and even English Treasure forwardly placed. Missoni in between those 5 takes off now as Sinadora comes underneath as they head over the opening turn. Then a length and a half further back, working her way over to the rail is Worry Free, and at the back of the pack, Party Line is last of them all. They start to cluster up outside 6 furlongs to go. Only about 8 lengths would cover this field as they turn up the backside now outside 5.5 furlongs to go. On the inside, long shot, Rum Swizzle, English Treasure. She's to the outside, racing in second. From between horses, it's Clarific, Home of the Great, down along the inside. From between horses, it's Sinadora as they continue to run up the backside. On her outside is Sitting Pretty. Then it is Missoni within striking range as they start to bunch up. Meanwhile, running into a nest of horses is Party Line, and at the back of the pack, it's Worry Free. 3.5 furlongs to go, 6 lengths top to bottom. The quarter, 23 and 3, half mile, 48 and 4. There goes Sitting Pretty, cut loose to the outside, and the extreme outside, Missoni starting to close into the outside of her. And from last, Worry Free is really starting to roll on the far turn run. Worry Free and the Godolphin Silks coming after the leaders as English Treasures to the inside as they leave the quarter-mile pull behind. And they're 4 across the course as they turn on down for the money. And up the inside, English Treasure. To the outside, it's Missoni. Missoni. And from the extreme outside, continued to grind away. Worry-free party line is underway. They're inside the final furlong now. It is Missoni shaken up. Here comes party line and Worry-free moving in tandem to the outside. It's Worry-free party line. These two to the wire. Worry-free wearing them down in the final strides. Party line was next. Then it was Missoni and English Treasure. The running time 1:44.4. Into the winner's circle. She made that explosive far turn run, catching the eye in those good open silks. Here she is, number 10, Worry-free, a 3-year-old made daughter by Cairo Prince out of the AP Indy mare named Indy 500. The winner's owned by Godolphin LLC, trained by Mike Stidham and Gerardo Corrales. Winning jockey. Number 10, Worry-free, stretches out here for the first time. Home winner, 144.88 seconds. And the sophomore was bred in Kentucky by Godolphin. Worry-free for Godolphin, Stidham, and Corrales returns $18.28, $7.40, and $4.94 a shot. The winning exacta 10 and 11, $79.24. The trifecta 10, 11, and 8 for a 50-cent wager, $98.82. A daily double 3 and 10, $99.62. There was a late scratch in there of the 5 that forced a consolation double 3, 5, 1102. Pick 4, $4,411.16. The Diamond Super, $42.33. Pick 3, $566.63 with the 10. With the 5 conso, $46.43. Pick 5 went unsolved. 50 cent pick 5, 4 of 5. There it is. 4 of 5, $229.32. It did get hit. 50 cent or $19,951 and change. Again, the pick 5 was hit, and it also paid consolation 4 of 5 to a healthy return there as well. On the track for race number 6 from Turfway, race 6, an allowance event for $76,000. Philly Mare non-3 allowance goes 6.5 furlongs, scratch 11, the 13 draws in. Full gate here, when play show, exact to try, super daily double starts the final. Pick 3 of this Thursday card. And they are racing. Miss Temptation with alert beginning, but it is Laugh-In Play who has the most speed coming on through now from between horses as they leave the chute. There goes Promises to Dance. So out of the chute and straight up to the main course, and Promises to Dance shows the way. Laugh-In Play to the inside from second. Artos is third. Then a separation of about a length and a half racing along the inside is Silvery Bill from the 4th position. Deep on the course, Bicameral is 5th. Up the inside, it's Mautai, who's raced him to a nest of horses covered up by Commander Place as they head into the far turn. Then a length and a half further back down on the inside, a waiting room is Baby No Worries, looping up wide. There goes Opening Buzz, and at the back of the pack is Miss Temptation. They round the turn. They really start to bunch up just outside a quarter to go. On the inside, it is Laugh-In Play as they fan out 4 across the course, spill in the turn. A couple of horses unseated. The riders Mautai and Baby No Worries. Those riders are down. The horses are up to the top of the home stretch. A furlong to go, and it is Laugh-In Play still up front to the outside. Opening Buzz is opening up with authority. They're inside the final 16th, and welcome to Turfway Park, Jonathan Wong as Opening Buzz, much the best. Artos was second, then it was Laugh-In Play in a photo with K. Robin Dorada, and there is an inquiry posted. Hold them all. In the winner's circle, number 8, Opening Buzz. Opening Buzz, a 3-year-old chestnut daughter by Stanford, out of the Unbridled Song mare named Open Might. Winner's owned by Tommytown Thoroughbreds LLC of Tommy Stoll, the winning trainer Jonathan Wong, and the winning jockey Ricardo Santana. Opening Buzz picks up the 3rd lifetime victory from 5 starts, and she now remains undefeated on the synthetic, perfect 2 for 2. California bred by Tommytown Thoroughbreds LLC. Opening Buzz covered the 6.5 furlongs, gathered up at the end at a nice time, 1:16.17 seconds. Prices up. Opening Buzz returning 706, 490, and 378. Dime Super 77.12. The pick 3, $13.12. The winning exact in race number 6 was 8 and 4. The Opening Buzz Artos exacta $3 investment gets you back medal of 10 and 8, 77.60. Up next, race number 7 in 20 minutes. Blinkers go on the 3. Bullseye Fun, scratch 12, 13, and 14. And they are racing. Stumble at the start for El Cabong. Bet with both hands is reaching out for the early lead. Bullseye Bun with the blinkers on is being asked to quicken early, and he's in a tight spot there on the run the first turn. Johnny Unleash advances to the outside of horses up into second. Like the King, the Ruby winner settles along mid-flight, just got passed by Driftwood as they work around the opening turn, 6 furlongs to go. Bet with both hands shows the way a length to Johnny Unleash from second. Fancy Liquor to the outside third. Be Here down on the inside, covered up to the outside by Driftwood as they go up the backside. In between horses, as they continue to run up the backside, it is Like the King. Then a margin of about 3 lengths back to a Credit, who's followed up by Grays Creek, who's third last. The 2 back markers are El Cabong and Anejo at the back of the pack. Half mile to go, the quarter 23 and 3. The first half mile was 46.97 seconds. There goes Fancy Liquor. Cut loose to the outside. Fancy Liquor in front of length. From between horses, Like the King appears to be locked and loaded, awaiting for a hole to open there as a Credit loops up and about the 4 path. He's moving in tandem with Like the King. From the backfield, Grays Creek. He switched off the rail. He's in about the 5 path and coming at the leaders as they start to cluster up. Many chances as they reach the top of the Turfway stretch. And up to the outside, here comes a Credit with a wide sweeping move. But it's Grays Creek who has all the momentum to the outside. Grays Creek coming after a Credit. Fancy Liquor still fighting. Like the King is there. 1/16 left. A Credit is shaken up. Here's Grays Creek who's trying to press on past. A Credit digging in. Grays Creek in a photo. Whiskers apart there in the final strides. 1:35.66 seconds. A photo finish. A Credit to the inside. Grays Creek to the outside. It's really tight. Into the winner's circle, number 1, Grays Creek. A masterful ride by leading jockey Gerardo Corrales. The winner, a 6-year-old gray-roan horse by Pioneer of the Nile. Out of the stormy Atlantic mare named American Lady. The winner's owned by Larry Best, OXO Equine LLC. Fine training job off the shelf by Paulo Lobo and Gerardo Corrales with the second on the car. For Grays Creek, this is his 5th lifetime victory, coming in just his 15th start. And now he makes his first synthetic start, a winning one as well. Price is up for the 7th race. Number 1, Grays Creek was worth $680 to win, $350 in the middle, and $314 to show. Pick 3, 77.17, dime super 41.45, the exact of 44.62. Trifecta 105.76, the double 8 $127. Up next, race number 8, the 8th and final. Scratch number 2, 9, 14. Numbers 2, 9, 14 are out. The 13 draws in. A couple of jockey changes. Number 3, Lucky Cat 2. Make the rider Gabe Lagunas waive the apprenticeship allowance, make it 122 pounds. And also a jockey change for the 8, Arista the Cat. That'll be Ricardo Santana. And they are racing. Miss Sovelia was quick into stride. Also, Arista the Cat showing some gate speed swag. Playful Kitten away into 3rd position. Underneath comes Lucky Cat 2, Boots and Jeans, advancing along the inner rail as they run up the backside. Then a couple lengths further back, it's Yellow Creek Road, who races along about 6 lengths off the lead, 1 in front of Akita. So a couple lengths further back to Go Perky Go, and up the inside of her is Literary. And at the back of the pack, Another B is last. Into the far turn, they start to spread out with 5/16 to go. The leader, Lucky Cat 2, showing the way with Gabe Lagunas 3 parts of a length. Miss Sevilla is second. Now gaining ground up to the outside. Mrs. K is found her best stride from the backfield. Yellow Creek Road is unleashing a furious rally on the far turn run, and here she comes with those giant strides as they reach the top of the home stretch. 3 across the course. Lucky Cat 2 to the inside. In the middle, shaken up. There is Miss Sevilla to the outside now. Mrs. K, all of a sudden, Yellow Creek Road made that wide sweeping move, but she is up into second now with a 16th to go. go as Mrs. K has gone 2 lengths clear. Yellow Creek Road is going to have to wait for another day. Mrs. K breaks the maiden by better than a length. Yellow Creek Road was second, then Literary and Miss Sovelia, and it looked like Arista the Cat may have completed the Super High 5 111.33. Into the winner's circle. Fresh off a leading rider title up north in Indiana, here's jockey Joe Ramos for the 3rd time today. This time with number 7, Mrs. K, a 3-year-old daughter of Flatter, out of the Maria's Bond mare named Aaliyah. The winner's owned by Scott Resnick Shim Racing LLC, trained by Scotty Mullins, and Joe Ramos with a hat trick. Mrs. K breaks the maiden start number 9, bred in Kentucky by Shim Racing LLC, and she was home a winner. Over in the 6 panels, 111.33 seconds. As prices are now up, the winner returns $8.66, $4.94, $3.28. Pick 4, $3.91.26, dime super $28.41, single 6 unsolved, $10,119 carryover into tomorrow. The pick 3, $29.19, super high 5 when unsolved. That's a carry better than $1,550 as well. The winning exacta was 7-6 and $34.74. The try $27.35. The late double $30.38. Well, that wraps it up for this Thursday edition of Racing from Turfway Park. Live racing back at you tomorrow, Friday, with another 8 race card and another 555 post. Pick 6 carryover tomorrow, better than 10,000. The Super High 5 carryover, and the Naked Karate Girls return after a 33-month layoff here at the track tomorrow. We'll see you then.